Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna create this fun card. I'm gonna use two different die sets from Sizzix called Royal Swan and Build a Landscape. Both of these dies I'm gonna link down below in the description box and also over at my blog if you are visiting this post there. And to start off, I took that oval shape from the Royal Swan die set and I cut out a mask. I used some masking paper. This is a cheap masking paper that comes on a large roll that you can find on Biltema here in Sweden. You probably have something similar where you are based. And to line this up pretty much in the center of this piece, this is a Bristol smooth cardstock. I drew some lines to know where the center point of this card base is. This card is, and then I place my mask over it. And then we're gonna create some waves inside of this stencil, and to do that I am going to use this other Build a Landscape die. I'm using one of the hills to act like a wave. And after I cut it out, I'm going to use both of these pieces, both the negative and the positive piece here. And I'm going to use a couple of different distress inks here. I'm using Mermaid Lagoon, Tumble Glass, and in the end I'm also going to go in with some cracked pistachio. These colors blend fantastically together, and you will see here in a minute that I am messing up a little bit and going a little bit too heavy. But in the end it turned out okay, because you can always fix it. You can go over it a couple of times, and with time it's gonna smooth out. Another trick you can do if you are doing like me, getting some hard edges, is to take some clean water and just splatter it on top of it when you're done, and that gives this a bleach effect. And you will see that I'm gonna do this too on this card, so I get some of those hard lines removed. And you can see here I'm going pretty horizontally, but I'm also gonna mix it up. You can see I did some more wonky lines just to create some interest here. And I went in with that cracked pistachio, the last thing I did, so it's just gonna be a little bit to the greener side, because you know a sea has all of these different colors, and I think sometimes the sea looks like more green than blue to me. So yes, that is what I did. So I splattered it and then I removed the mask, and you can see here. And then I'm gonna go in and remove the rest of the lines that we added before. And here you can see that die set again, and I cut all of these different pieces out. I used a couple of different cardstocks from Sizzix, and I also used some cardstock in my stash, and I also used regular white paper that I colored in with some of the markers from Sizzix too. I will link those markers down below. I will also link the cardstock that I used. They come in this big pack of 80 pieces of paper. I think it is 5 of each color, so it's a fantastic beginner set. I think it's an essential from their essential line. And then I took some this is a card base from my stash. It's a light blue card base, and I think it went well with that blue color scheme that we had. And this is an older stamp set from Mama Elephant. I believe it still is available. And I used one of the pretty sentiments, sayings, readings from that. And I'm gonna use some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. That is one of my favorite inks to use when I'm stamping a sentiment. It's really crisp and black, and it always gives me a perfect impression. So you can see here that I'm gonna ink it up, and I actually used my Misty since I didn't want to mess this up when I had come this far. So I'm inking it up twice. I always like to do that just to make sure that I have a perfect impression. And you can see here how it looks. And I'm sorry if you can hear something in the background. It's my baby daughter. She is going to bed soon, and I believe she is very tired. I always do these voiceovers when she's really tired, but that is the only time at the day I have time, when my not my husband, my man put her to bed. So I put some dimension behind the swan, and I also did it behind the cluster of flowers and leaves that I created off screen. It just took a little bit of time to like figure out how I wanted the color combinations to go and everything, and the position and placement of every flower. I think the picture on that Royal Swan image that it comes with gives a pretty good starting point if you don't know what to do with the flowers, and I actually use that quite a lot today, and also the color scheme. And to finish it up I took some Nuvo I don't know if this the clear drops, and I balanced out the card with those Nuvo drops. As you can see, I thought it was a little bit heavy to the bottom, so it needed something up on the top that was light. So I hope you liked this, and if you liked it, please give it a thumb up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Until next time, have a great day. Bye!